welcome to Feeling Fit with Carrie. So today we're going to talk about a few ballet basic steps. Now we had the video where we were at the bar and we talked about plies and tendus and some very basic things. Now we're going to talk about a few exercises that you would do in the center of the classroom. And also just a little refresher, we're going to talk about where to put our feet. So remember, when your heels are touching and your toes are apart, that is first position. Second position is when your feet are apart. And then fourth position is where your feet are open like this. And then fifth position is when they're together. Now third position is something I use with little kids, or if you're just really beginner. So my heel is touching the middle of my foot, that would be third, and then fifth, my heel would cross all the way over to my toe. So if you hear me say fifth or third, use them interchangeably and use whichever one you want. So first we're gonna start with balancés. So it's a pretty basic step. It's usually done to a 3-4 tempo. So kind of that waltz step, that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I want you to think about that rhythm in your head, and I want you to think about down, up, up. So we're gonna start with just what our feet do first. So you start out in first position. You can do it from third. Sometimes you can do it from a B+, which is when your feet are back like this. But we're gonna start first position, pretty basic. You're gonna step out, step on that foot, and then my other foot's gonna come in and make a little coupe. And like I tell the kids, it just kisses. It has a little kiss, and then it's gonna go back and front, kiss, and step out. So that I did it on flat just so you can see where my feet go. I'm gonna do it again and add the releve, which just means your heels are lifted. So you're gonna see the down, up, up. So you're gonna go down, kiss, up, kiss, down, up, up, down. And you're just gonna go side to side. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, up. So it's just a back and forth. And it usually goes side to side. Now there are all kinds of ways you can get fancy with it. You can do them at an angle, you can do them a little bit forward and back, but right now we're gonna keep them very angular, very side to side. Now there's a million different ways you can do your arms. What I like to teach kids when I keep it really simple, think about, so my arms are first position, second position, like hugging two friends that are standing side to side. So in that same thought process is when I step out, the foot that comes in and gives this little ankle a kiss, I'm gonna bring a friend in. Then I'm gonna give that friend a kiss goodbye and say goodbye. Bring another friend in, back, front, say goodbye. So just in and out, your feet are moving with your arms together. So that's balancé. So you're gonna see that a lot. That's a pretty basic step. Now we're gonna talk about a couple of different jumps. So sauté, it means to jump. That is a word that can be a lot of different things. So from first position, you would just start with your feet together. You're always gonna bend your knees, jump, and land with a bent knee. The beginning and the end of every jump is a plie. The reason is twofold. If I jump from a straight knee, I'm not gonna get anywhere versus with a bent knee. If you land on a straight knee, you're gonna have all kinds of injuries. So we really wanna think about using that plie every time we jump. So sauté in first position, when my feet come off the floor, my toes are pointed. So I go here and jump. So now we're gonna get a little bit fancier with it. We're gonna talk about a changement. Changement just means to change. So you have to go from your fifth or your third. So I'm gonna start with my right foot in the front. I'm gonna do my demi-plie, I'm gonna jump, and I'm gonna switch my feet. So now my left foot is in the front. And then there are all kinds of ways to get fancy. You can beat it, get into an entrechat, an royale, all kinds of different things, which royale or entrechat, things like that. But for just a basic changement, you're just gonna see up, 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 just switching. So making sure those feet are pointed in the air and coming down in that plie on those heels. Usually your arms are just here. There'll be a bunch of different things that your choreographer or instructor may ask you to do. So I want you to remember, balancé is our very basic waltz step, side to side. Sauté in first position. You can also jump out to second, you can come into fifth, and then do your changements from here, which means to change. So those are just a few basic things that you might be doing in choreography. Also remember the plies, tendus, things that you do at the bar, you're gonna do those in the center as well. That's why we practice them at the bar first. So now we're gonna talk about a glissade. So that is a traveling move. When it travels, it just means it's moving around the room. So you're always gonna start from your 5th position or your 3rd, and whatever direction you're gonna go from the foot in the back. So hands on hips are fine, or your hands can just be down here on bas. So you always start with that demi-plie. You're gonna brush your back foot off the ground, you're gonna point, and as you brush it out, you're jumping off of this leg onto this leg and closing it together. So let's try that again. We're just gonna brush out and come together. And that's where you can add that little changement to go the other way. So you're just gonna brush out, step on it, bring it together. So when you put that together with the jump, it looks like that. So you'll see those side to side. Again, you can get kind of fancy with them and do them forward and back and on an angle, but for right now, I want you to think about just keeping it nice and tight here. So that is glissade. And again, thank you so much for joining me today, Feeling Fit with Carrie. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. I will have more ballet things out soon, so please send me some requests, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.